This is exactly right.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Hello.
And welcome
To my favorite murder.
the Minisodes.
That's right. We read you your emails.
It's email time, everybody. Are you ready? Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
The subject line of this email is, "Are you mad at me?" And then it just goes right into it. That's the only reason I can think of as to why you haven't picked this hometown yet. And then it says, "I'm from Seattle, ... You already know." One afternoon in 2001, my mom took my sister and me out of school to see a movie because fuck fifth grade social studies. She knew it was important. We grew up in a questionable neighborhood, so we often traveled to a neighboring city to go to the good theater. To get there, you had to pass through a creepy road called Peaslee Canyon. It is long, winding, and poorly lit. This particular day, we turned a bend, and there were probably 50 people in bright orange and yellow vests digging up the steep canyon. We all thought it was odd, but went about our day. When we got home, my mom turned on the 5 o'clock news and immediately yelled, "Oh my God, that's Gary."
No.
Mm-hmm. That's what they meant by "I'm from Seattle, you already know."
Oh my God, Gary Ridgway.
So she ran to the back of the house to grab my dad, and they watched the news in shock. The man whose mugshot was on the screen was that of Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer, and what we had driven by earlier in the day was police digging for bodies and or evidence. My mom had been a barista years earlier, and Gary frequently stopped by her coffee shop on Pack Highway. She said he was always really polite. They had small talk, and she regularly told him what was new with my sister and me.
Ishka.
Unfortunately, my mom, Julie, passed away when I was 22 from brain cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm 33 now, and there isn't a day that goes by that I do not miss her. She was a warrior that took no shit, and she was my other half. She taught me to fuck politeness and always trust my gut long before I found MFM. She also made me a paranoid freak. Folks, don't let your children regularly watch Dateline and CSI, I beg you. Jules forever. Stay sexy and be careful of who you serve coffee to. Dana.
Oh my God, Dana. Wow.
I mean,
yeah, that's just a big one.
it is the like my mom met a real life monster.
Yeah. And nobody knew. You couldn't tell. You can't tell
Yeah.
at all. Jesus.
So crazy.
Okay, this one's sad. It's a PSA. Hometown / carbon monoxide PSA.
Oh.
Trigger warning: deaths of children and adults. It starts, "Hi, tias," like aunties in Spanish. My parents are from a tiny village in Mexico, and there's never a shortage of crazy stories coming out of there. However, today I'm writing in with a carbon monoxide horror story. In a neighboring town, there was a house with 12 people living inside, a couple with their adult children, their adult children's spouses, and their own kids. Basically, the adult children built additions onto their parents' house and lived there with their own families. About 2 weeks ago, a pot of food was left burning on a stove overnight. I mean, I could see myself doing something like that.
I have definitely, not overnight, but I have done that.
Yeah, just forgetting that you put on water to boil or something like that.
Yep.
They think the pot might have overflowed a little, put the stove's flame out, and messed up the pilot light thingy. As a result, carbon monoxide seeped out and flowed into the room adjacent to the kitchen where one set of parents and their 3 young kids were sleeping. Unfortunately, it's pretty common for doors not to have traditional locks and instead be bolted from the inside by something. So by the time other people in the house realized what had happened and tried to get into the room, it was too late. The parents and the 3 kids from that room by the kitchen were found dead, and a baby that also lived in the house but in a different room died soon after. 6 of the 12 people in the house died from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Horrifying.
Terrifying. I can't fathom so much loss in one house, and my heart truly goes out to that grieving family. After my mom told me about it, she said, quote, "Yeah, your great uncle also died of carbon monoxide poisoning. Your grandpa had to pull his body onto his horse and take him home to their mom," end quote. My mom loves to drop traumatic bombs like this in the most normal tone ever. Since hearing all this, I ordered a carbon monoxide detector for my apartment and was shocked to see that it was less than $20. Everyone, please go buy one.
Yes.
Karen and Georgia, you two are a huge part of why I got myself on antidepressants and why I fostered a cat.
Hey.
2 amazing things to do for yourself. And then it says, which I immediately failed and adopted. He's an orange cat named Jimmy. And yes, I also have ADHD, hence the parentheses. Like all 3 of those asides were in parentheses that I just said. I've been listening since 2016, and I love you both so much. Thank you and your entire team for all you do. Heart emoji. Stay sexy and beware of carbon monoxide. Steph, she, her.
That's a rough PSA, but so necessary because I think people don't think about it. I think the stories are so horrible that are like that.
Totally.
People don't talk about them.
Yeah. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye. The right piece of furniture can completely change your room.
And your life. It's amazing what one good couch can do for morale.
And that's why there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time. There's no filler. Every item is chosen for its craftsmanship, design, and lasting value.
And with Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you're not completely in love with your new furniture, you can easily return it.
I recently needed to replace my old outdoor dining room table and chairs, so of course I went straight to Article. They have the Sarik outdoor dining set. I got it in khaki green. It's such a cute, like minty green. It looks so good in my backyard. I can't wait to have alfresco dinners all summer. You know, we can carve pumpkins on it in fall. It's so beautiful. Article knocked it out of the park once again.
Article's offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye.
Okay. We'll take a little left turn here. I love this story. I love this email. The subject line is a worthwhile things in walls story. Hello, all. Longtime listener, sixth-ish time writer. Maybe today's the day. It is the day. Mm-hmm. Today's the day. Before I begin, I want to say thank you for what you do. I just adore you both. Anyway, here's my things in walls story. When I was 13 years old, I scored my dream job working in my small town 2 Cinema movie theater. A couple years after being there, a few of us noticed a door that blended in with the wall at the rear exit of the theater. This door was located in a small, dark vestibule-like area between the 2 sets of exit doors. The door was maybe 3 by 3, painted black like the wall surrounding it. One night, in between showings, when we had a 90-minute break, we decided to pry open the back exit and check out what was behind the mystery door. Armed with our cinema-issued flashlights, most commonly used to bust horny or misbehaving teenagers in the theater, we wedged open the door and climbed up and through the opening. I really thought we might find something like a small storage closet, but we found our Narnia. Behind this door was a huge room with a ceiling up to the exposed rafters, an old couch circa 1975, a couple of chairs, a lamp, and a coffee table, basically an outdated and dusty relic of a living room. The room was directly behind the movie theater screen, so we could see the movie playing in an inverted format.
Oh my God.
This room became our secret hideout between movies, and it became the sacred spot where we shared our 90s teenage angst, had a few makeout sessions, snuck in warm beers, and smoked oh so many cigarettes. I can only imagine the theater's customers' confusion in seeing smoke come out of the screen, but oddly, nobody ever complained.
Wow.
No narcs in your town. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Who set up that room, you may be asking, or not, but I'm going to tell you. Well, the generation of teenage cinema workers before us had set it up because one of the guys was the owner's son, so he knew about the room. They never told any of us, though, and we had to discover it on our own. That's right.
So
you
cool.
had to earn it. You had to care. You had to be curious. You had to open small, weird doors and take the risk. We, too, never told the next generation of employees, but I like to think that each generation found it and made the same kind of incredible memories we did, minus the cigarettes, but probably plus the vapes. Stay sexy and use your flashlight wisely. Nicole,
oh
she,
my
her.
God. Use your flashlight wisely. I like that. That's so cute. Okay, this one's called I Accidentally Stole an Old Man's Dog and Posed as a Possible Teen Kidnapper, ? And then it starts, hello, said in the same way your intro begins. So I just had to do it. Not only am I writing in for the first time, but I am also listening to your latest episode, Blobs and Goo. So that's an answer to, what are you even doing right now?
Getting it all done at one time in one email.
That's right. But honestly, I just paused it because I can't focus on what I'm writing despite your lovely intro banter. Here's my story. A few years ago, I had a baby and then decided to train for a marathon to lose some baby weight and have something outside of the baby to focus on, you know, as people do. So it was December 23rd, and I was running with my faithful sidekick, Lou, mini Aussie, who'd run herself to death if she could, when I spotted a little wiry-haired dog near an upcoming turn, with no other humans in sight. I stopped to look at its collar, which didn't have a tag, so I decided to put it on my double-sided leash and run the 3 miles home. It was very slow, so I encouraged it. I named it McGillicuddy and cheered the little guy on using a bad Irish accent. When I got home, my husband was like, WTF, but also kind of used to me finding lost dogs on my runs. It was a Sunday and the shelter was closed, so we packed our new baby, the human one, into our car, as well as our new dog edition, and drove around the neighborhood trying to spot someone looking for a dog. As we did this, it started getting dark because it was 4 p.m. in Montana in December. We pulled up to an apartment complex near where I'd found McGillicuddy and saw a set of teen girls walking toward an apartment. Since we were looking for anyone walking around, my husband was driving super slow. My husband rolled down the window and yelled, "Do you happen to know the owner of this dog? It's in our trunk. If you come closer, you can just look in the back window and see it."
Fucking men.
That doesn't even sound like it doesn't even.
It sounds like an English translated sentence where it's like you buried the lead. Mm-hmm. Also, is the dog in the trunk? What's happening?
I must have an SUV, but it's also like, hey, AI, write up how do I get these teen girls to look in my car? You know what I mean? It's just such ridiculousness.
Yeah, give me some luring language.
Yeah, exactly. To which they stopped dead in their tracks, fear in their eyes. So obviously he said, "We're not creepy. We have a baby," which somehow made us less sketchy. They quickly ran to their apartment and we were like, whoops, and laughed and eventually gave up and took McGillicuddy home for the evening. The next day, my husband took her to the shelter, and as he was getting her out of the car, an old man pulled in, rolled down his window, and he screamed, "Molly McGee!" And she went running towards him.
Oh,
Molly McGee. He started crying and offered my husband money for taking care of her, which he didn't take. The old man asked where we found her, and I guess she was like 100 yards from his apartment fence when I scooped her up and took her 3 miles down the road.
Yeah.
But what a great Christmas Eve miracle I gave him. Anyway, stay sexy and don't steal old men's dogs, ? Elise.
Well, you cannot leave a little scrappy dog by itself, even though it's right near its own apartment.
We can't have another dog. I know that. I know it's like we shouldn't and we can't, we won't. But sometimes if I see a dog like at the park that's walking off leash and I don't immediately see its owner, I get so excited where I'm like, our new dog.
Yes.
Of course we're taking a dog.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. And it's like suddenly you get to be the hero, and you keep this dog from anything bad happening. Because that idea, that's all my TikTok is.
Yeah.
Is people, a little puppy being discovered in like a field or something.
Oh, my God, my dreams.
It's like the best.
It's like you can't purposely get a new dog or another dog, but you can accidentally happen upon one, and then that's your dog now.
Then it's you didn't do anything.
It's the law. It's God's law and will.
It's God and the Lord's law. This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye.
Summer means a whole new world for your feet.
They're walking more, sweating more, and going barefoot all day long.
For summer feet that need real comfort, there's Bombas.
Bombas has a whole line of sport-specific socks for golf, yoga, the gym, and every kind of runner.
They also make soft, supportive compression socks that are especially great for summer travel.
Bombas sandals and slides are made from super lightweight, cushy, waterproof EVA foam, so they feel incredibly comfortable.
And the best part, for every item you buy, Bombas donates an essential clothing item to someone facing housing insecurity, with over 200 million donations and counting.
I wore my Bombas compression socks on the plane ride to and from Italy. And listen, I'm a girl of a certain age at this point. It needs to be done. And I felt so comfy and so secure with my cute little Bombas socks.
So head over to bombas.com/MFM and use code MFM for 20% off your first purchase.
That's BOMBAS.com/MFM, code MFM at checkout. Goodbye. Summer's for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
If you need an oil change, make the smart stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change before you hit the highway.
Their trained techs can help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
That means they're checking important things before you're halfway to your aunt's house with no cell service.
And these aren't just any techs. Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs techs, complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
The best part, you can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
So before your next long summer ride, pull into Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, here's my last one. I won't read you the subject line. It says, Dear Captivating Karen and Gripping Georgia.
Oh my God, love it.
Those are our new nicknames.
Yay.
I'm a day one listener thanks to my sister Naomi, who played the John Benet Ramsey episode in the car one night.
Wow.
Was that your first story?
Yeah.
Dang.
I know.
Oh, it said it right there. I didn't register.
Oh.
I'm a day one listener.
Oh.
I was literally about to be like, guess what, Naomi? You're a day one listener. Oh, you said that already. Oh, no, and it's Naomi as the sister. Okay. Anyhow, in Minisode 355, you asked for stories about large families, how you get all those kids around, and FOMO about family events from before you were born. Here is that story. I'm the 8th of 10 kids from, and I'm guessing the pronunciation here, Geelong in Australia. Could be Geelong, could be Geelong. Could be a whole other choice that isn't obvious. My parents, Frank and Louise, have 10 kids who range from 40-ish to 18-ish. Wow. To answer common questions. Number 1, we're all full siblings. Number 2, the ratio is 6 girls to 4 boys. And number 3, yes, my parents had a TV. And then there's an eye roll in parentheses. So I think that's a joke about her parents doing it. In the early 90s, my dad bought an old limo to transport the 7 older kids around.
Yes.
They called it a limo. They called it the Beast. Apparently, it used to be an airport boardroom for a big company in Melbourne and had 7 rotating leather seats, a bar, and a dividing window.
Wow.
Dad said he loved being able to close the dividing window to block out the...
I bet.
Oh, that is the best. To block out the noisy kids in back, apparently Naomi would wind down her window and wave to people on the street like she was the fucking queen. And like she was the fucking queen is in quotes. They had the Beast for about 5 years until Dad decided it was ridiculous to drive 7 kids around in a bloody limo. This all happened before I was born, so obviously I have severe FOMO. Love everything you do, especially surrounding mental health. Love to you both, Cherie.
Oh, Cherie. That's such a good one.
A gigantic family driving around in a limo.
Fuck yeah. When you were a kid, a limo was like a dream.
The greatest.
Yeah. Okay, my last one's another weet woot whistle story. Why, hello, you all. I just listened to a Minisode episode where a listener wrote in about 2 young girls hanging out in a basement when they heard strange whistles coming from behind hanging partitions. I loved how Georgia couldn't whistle and was laughing so hard at the weet woo description of the whistle. I forgot that's where it came from.
Yeah.
This reminded me of my own weet woot story. So I wanted to share. When my kids were 3 and 5, around 15 years ago, we took a family trip to Hawaii. While my kids and husband were playing on the beach, I decided to take a quick walk to the local mini mart to buy some popsicles. I had to pass by some houses to get to the store, and on my way there, I heard that cat calling whistle. While internally flattered, wow, do I still have it after giving birth to 2 kids? I externally rolled my eyes. Pervert. I finished my task of buying popsicles, and on my way back, I heard that weet woot whistle again. I rolled my eyes again, but was curious, so I turned back to look. The offender? A fucking parrot sitting on the porch of a house. Talk about getting put in my place of instant humility. I told my friends, and to this day, we still crack up. I hope you all are cracking up as well. Stay sexy, but not so sexy where you have to roll your eyes because of cat calls from a cute parrot, Susie.
It's like the parrot was fucking with Susie. Yeah. That's so funny.
I dare you to look over here. I dare you to look over here. Oh, it's a parrot.
It's a parrot. Also, it's like a parrot doing an impression of a perv, which is so triple funny.
Yeah. Well, you got to wonder, like, who taught it how to do that to people walking by on the beach? Someone knew.
A guy that wants to catcall and can't do it anymore.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. Yeah.
This is what it used to be like back in my day.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh my God. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. If you want to watch what just happened that you just listened to, there's video of it, parts of it on the Fan Cult.
Yeah, it's really compelling because my hair is doing the weirdest shit and I'm trying not to fix it the whole time.
Yeah. It's hard. I'm trying not to wipe my nose the whole time because I have allergies. It's so fun.
You guys, the visuals of a podcast bring a whole other world to your feet. Engage.
And fascinating.
It's so exciting. All right, stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producer is Alejandra Keck.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at My Favorite Murder and on Twitter at My Fave Murder. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live US-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.
There's always a point in the day when your feet decide they've had enough.
Luckily, there's Reef.
You may know Reef for their ridiculously comfortable sandals, but they aren't stopping there. The women's Neptune has everything you could ever want in a sneaker.
The Neptune is a lightweight, everyday slip-on shoe with a crushed back heel, so you can wear it traditionally or step on the heel and wear it like a slide.
Lightweight, breathable, and easy to wear, the Neptune is the everyday shoe your feet have been waiting for.
The Neptune makes me so freaking happy because my whole life I've been yelled at for crushing the heel of my foot. Because I want every shoe to be a slide, every shoe. And they actually make them that way. And it makes me so happy. Plus, they're super comfortable, they're light, and they're really cute.
So check out the Neptune on reef.com and redeem 15% off your first purchase.
Goodbye.